Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to look at something that I think all truck owners, probably car owners, and detailers really should own. And there's a reason for that. It's something that kind of passionate about my life. I had an old Jeep back in the day that's frame completely rotted out. I had it for about 10 years, took it off-roading everywhere that I can imagine, and filled with mud. I didn't know it, rusted out over a spring hanger. I guess fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know how you really want to look at it. These OBS Fords that I have C-channel frames. Well, they're about as stiff as a wet noodle, but I don't really run into the risk of the frame rotting out from mud being caked in it. Now, on the other side, most new vehicles and still a lot of old vehicles have fully boxed frames. That's why this tool from Big Truck Offroad is something I think everyone should own. It's 45 bucks. I think I got a discount code for you in the description for 10% off. So you're right around 40 bucks on full in price, and I'll show you what you get. So for 40 bucks, you're gonna get this box. You're not gonna get your chocolate frosted donuts I had for breakfast, but you're gonna get a case that is all foam, full cut foam that you can kind of store this in. But you got your hose, here's your nozzle. So this is what actually goes and hooks up to your frame just like that. You got magnets that go all the way around it, and then water will shoot out every one of these ports here when you stick it into your frame. So you get your nozzle. You've got, this is something I think is really cool, your soap canister. So you can put soap in here, the water will run through it, or you can have just pure water. What my plan is to run soap in it throughout the year, or plain water, whatever I want. But then come winter, use some like 303 salt neutralizer in there to kind of protect it all winter long here in the Midwest. You've got quick connect fittings. These two fittings go on each side of your black hose there to connect it through. And then, like I said, quick connects so that you can take it on, take it off really quick. That's for your garden hose side with a shut off on there. And then you've got your brass elbow that goes onto your frame fitting. Again, quick connect. And then kind of one of the cool things about this is it also has an air chuck or an air hose adapter where you can throw this on there and then blow air through it and either dry it out completely or try to just blow some dirt out if you don't want to run water through it. So let's get this thing thrown together, and then I'll go show you my dad's truck. And he has I think an 18 or a 19 F-150, and it's not an off-road truck by any means. It never goes really off-road. Now, we take it out west bird hunting every year, so that's one of the things that we definitely do in it, and it hits a bunch of gravel roads, but it's not like one of these, oh, I'm gonna go mudding trucks. It's basically bone stock, and that's just not what we do. He's, in his 60s. He doesn't do that kind of stuff. Anyway, throw this together. So these are the quick connect fittings that go on each side of your hose. That's all tightened down. And then you'll grab your garden hose adapter here and hook it up to your soap canister. Then you've got quick connect fitting here, quick connect fitting here, and again, a quick connect fitting right there. So now you're all hooked in together from hose to frame, quick connect fitting, black hose. And so let's run out to the truck, and I'll kind of talk to you about why I think people really should own this. I mentioned, my frame rusting out back in the day. This one here, again, doesn't really go off-road, but I also think if you're a detailer, this would be a great add-on service to, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 40 bucks additional on a detail to do a frame clean out. And it's not much work. You just hook it up to the frame and let it run water. All right, so here's Dad's frame, and as you can see, there's just a bunch of dirt caked in here. And this truck doesn't go off-road, guys. Look at this. Let's see how much we can get out. Look at all this coming out. So I'm just running my finger in there. There's a solid half inch of dirt in here. Everything below this hole is filled with dirt. You can see it there too. I mean, that's just gonna rot this frame out. It's an aluminum truck, but obviously your frame's steel. And I know they do good coatings on it these days, but look guys, it's a clean stock truck. So we'll get the garden hose hooked up to this here pretty quick and start running water through it and start cleaning this thing out. Holy cow. So I got this thing hooked up now, and my God, look at all of that running out. It is chocolate milk. And again, guys, this truck does not see off-road. It is just caked full of mud. Holy cow. That is gross. This is wild. This is why everyone should be doing this kind of stuff. I mean, again, if this was like an off-road truck, something that saw a bunch of mud, and, you know, I can't imagine how bad it would be. All right, so I got the first one done. Now I'm moving on to the second. I am shocked with how disgusting this is. It's a 6-year-old truck, I guess, 5, 6-year-old. I really don't know if this is an 18 or a 19. I'm sure you guys do, but I don't. And I am just blown away with how gross this is. I mean, look at that. There's rocks, there's mud, there's dirt. Holy cow. Move over to another one. Does it fit? Oh, it even fits in the little one. That's pretty cool. Holy cow. I don't know how long we'd be under here doing this, but this is, I'm glad I did this for Dad. I mean, it's still just caked full of all sorts of debris. That's wild. Wild. It's starting to clean up a bit, but it's, I think this is something he needs to do after every South Dakota bird trip we do. Wow. Wow. I'm running this off well water, or off our well pump, so it actually has quite a bit of pressure, which obviously is good. This is, I'm still shocked by just how much is coming out of here. And it's still full of gravel. I mean, look at that, guys. That's wild. I can't think of a better thing to do for these things. All right, so I'm gonna get the rest of this truck cleaned out, but you guys get the gist of this. This truck doesn't even have 100,000 miles on it, and yeah, it's been starting to clean up. It's seen a lot of out west to it, but I am blown away with how disgusting that is. And again, this is why it's so critical to do this to your truck, and why I think it's probably one of the best $40 investments you can make for just the longevity of your vehicle. I mean, you got the aluminum body on these, so you're like, oh, it's fine. I don't have to really worry about it, but my God. Clearly that frame would have been gone. So I'm gonna keep cleaning this out for them and get it done. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you next time.